The wrong neighbor. I never imagined that moving to a quiet neighborhood would turn into the most unsettling experience of my life. I thought it would be a fresh start, somewhere peaceful, away from the constant noise and chaos of the city. A place where people smiled, waved at you from their lawns, and lived their lives without drama. But it turned out to be the exact opposite. My new home was on a quiet street lined with trees and neat houses. When I moved in, I met Mark, my next-door neighbor. He was tall, clean-cut, and friendly, too friendly. The day after I moved in, he showed up on my porch with a box of homemade cookies tied with a red ribbon. "Welcome to the neighborhood," he said, smiling like he'd been waiting for me. At first, I thought he was just a nice guy, but soon, little things started to feel wrong. The first was the noise. At night, I'd hear slow footsteps pacing just beyond my bedroom wall. Sometimes, faint voices whispered urgently. One night, I heard glass shatter, quiet but unmistakable. When I asked Mark about it the next day, he just laughed nervously. "Probably just a raccoon," he said, avoiding my eyes. It was my first real glimpse that something was off. A few days later, I came home early from work and caught Mark standing in my backyard, staring at my kitchen window. When I asked what he was doing, he said he was checking the mail. "But the mailbox is at the street," I said. He chuckled, "Right. Just wanted to see if the delivery came early." His smile didn't reach his eyes. That night, I woke to the sound of my back door creaking open. Heart pounding, I grabbed my phone and crept to the kitchen. The door was ajar, but no one was there. I checked the locks. They were all secure. But the next morning, things felt different. Drawers were open slightly, some items out of place, and my favorite mug was missing. Friends told me I was probably just stressed. I installed security cameras, but the footage during those hours was always blank or corrupted. Then came the figure. One night, walking home late, I saw Mark standing across the street under a flickering street lamp, watching my house. When I looked at him, he disappeared. The police said they couldn't help without evidence. Desperate, I confronted Mark at his door one afternoon. No answer. The curtains twitched and I heard faint whispers. I felt watched. Finally, when Mark was away for a few days, I checked his basement. Behind a hidden door was a small room filled with photos of my house, my belongings, and a diary detailing my daily routines. I realized I wasn't just being watched, I was being targeted. Days later, I found a note slipped under my door. It said, "I'm closer than you think." I moved out that night. Now, wherever I go, I wonder if he's still watching. Because some neighbors aren't just neighbors. Some are something much worse.